It's 9:35 K-Days Morning Show with your boy Romeo on this Friday morning, getting you ready for the weekend, man. But he's a legend in the building with me for real. We've known each other for a while. We haven't seen each other for a while. But Colby Adonis, what's up, man? How you doing?
What up, brother? How you?
Man, you already know what it is, dog. You in the spot. This is the same building. We broke some of your records at my sister station, Power 106, right next door.
Yep.
So how do you feel about how time flies? It has to have just flown by for you.
Oh man, it's terrifying. It's beautiful and terrifying, right? Like
He ain't lying.
yeah, like I feel like it was yesterday that I dropped those songs. You know, like
Yeah.
it just like everything just I feel like the older I'm getting too, the faster time is flying. You know,
I agree with you on that.
You know,
I have a 12-year-old, and I could have sworn just 2 weeks ago he was 2.
yeah,
And then, you start living for them.
Yep.
And next you know, every day just kind of overlaps, right?
every day, man. It's like I always say, it's beautiful and terrifying all at the same time. You know?
Well, what's not terrifying and what is beautiful is your music.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You've been bringing us great music for years, and now you've teamed back up with my bro, Akon.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So let's talk about just you and Akon's relationship. It goes back for people who don't know that. How did it all start?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, it's been a while. We've known each other for a long time, man. I remember there was a studio session he had, and there was an executive that I was with that took me to the session, and I had my guitar, and I just played and sang for him, and he was like, "Yo, you're gonna sign with me." And
Just like that?
Yeah, it happened just like that, man. I mean, our chemistry was instant. It was like the second, like I always say, Akon knows how to write for me better than I know how to write for him. He does, man. He knows my voice so well, and he knows exactly like what works for my voice. And I'm like so, so honored and grateful that I have someone as talented as him that I could work with and be in the studio with and just bounce ideas off with. And he's a genius. So
He's one of the ones that has that it factor when it comes to like connecting an artist with a song. You're so right about that. We've seen his work with Lady Gaga, which of course you've done some things with her as well.
Yeah.
So you reconnected with Akon, who, like I said, is a longtime friend of mine who's done great things. But before, let's jump in front of that.
Yeah.
At 10 years old, for people that don't know, you get your first deal.
Yeah.
Do you understand the magnitude of being 10 years old and getting a record deal?
Yeah, it was. It's interesting. I've always been singing my whole life, so I never like looked at it as like anything big. Just because when you're that young, you don't think of it like that. You're just, oh, cool. I could sing. I like to play guitar, and then there's these people that want to help me take it out to the world. So it was just kind of like that's kind of how I've always looked at it. And, as I get older, I'm like, oh, wow, this is actually such a blessing to just be able to be in this position and just be able to share my gift with the world and work with talented people. And, yeah, man, 10 is where my journey really started. So
that is amazing. When my son was 10, I'm still trying to get him off video games because things are different now. They have a lot of things distracting them.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time,
and the video games today are really good. They're really high quality, man. It's
Come on.
Yeah, so I can't imagine how much harder it must be now to try to get kids off games.
Oh, it's a problem. Trust me.
Yeah.
Look, man, but your songs are definitely not no game, man. Once again, they are great.
Thank
and
you.
let's talk about the new single that you're working on right now that's already out. Just got released last week, right?
Yep.
Let's
Locked
speak
Up
on
With
that.
You. It's a play off my bro song, Locked Up.
Yep.
Which I'm also honored to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an iconic song in itself.
Oh, man, we still banging
Yeah,
okay.
dude, that's forever, right?
Yep.
So yeah, it's me and Akon, and the song is pretty much, just being locked up with someone that you have just this incredible attraction with, and you just can't get away, and you don't want to in a way. You want to be locked up with her. So Locked Up With You, locked up, and it just feels good to be on a song with Akon again, and just be doing it again, man.
Yeah, just making that magic. And I love the visual for it, too, as well.
Oh, dude, wait till you see the music video. The music video is crazy because the visual that we have is the guitar one.
Right.
Which, by the way, I'm so pissed off that I forgot to bring my guitar. We're going to do this again next time, and I'm bringing my guitar. I swear. I
was
promise.
so looking forward to that.
I was like,
K-Nation.
hey, this whole building, nobody got a guitar? If somebody got a guitar in this building, we can still throw down.
There are some guitars on the other side of the building. KLOS, they got guitars.
I'm like, I can play on any guitar. It don't matter. I'm like, we got a guitar. We might be able to still throw down.
Okay, for sure.
So that's the acoustic version. So that's what we're planning on doing with all the songs actually, is we're going to release acoustic versions of the songs prior to actually dropping the actual songs.
Okay. Whose idea was that? I like that.
Me and Akon actually kind of came up with it together because how I initially met Akon was just me and my guitar.
Got you.
Right? So
back
it
to
was
the
like
roots.
I got signed from just playing the guitar. So he was like, yo, like, why don't we just take it back to the roots, like you said, and so and we're like, yo, like, like, let's just do this for all the songs, you know, because it's kind of like I want to let everybody see the experience that they're gonna get if I'm like performing at a, you know, and because when I do my shows, I always start with the guitar.
Gotcha.
You know, that's like the main thing. I just want to start with just the raw, authentic, and then we lead into like turning up and going crazy with the tracks. So the show is so much fun. You know, we start off with guitars and build up, and it's just like such a journey that we kind of go through together. But yeah, we kind of came up with that idea together, and then so like every song that we're doing now, you know, I kind of give you the authentic, the guitar first, and then go into the track. So give you a little taste of both worlds. And then, you know, there's some people that like tracks and they want to just turn up, and then some people that just want to, you know, just vibe out to some guitar and singing. And you know, I've kind of gotten like half and half responses on it. Some people are like, oh my God, we love the guitar version so much. Yeah. And then some people are like, yo, we love the track. And it's really based off of the environment you're in the moment. So like if you're in a turn up environment, right? Your friends are over partying, probably going to want to play the track version. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you're just cooling down, relaxing, vibing, maxing, whatever, you play the guitar version and you could just like cool out. So it's kind of almost like every single I drop, it's like I'm dropping 2 songs at once.
I love it. It's very, very smart.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're one of the artists that can pull that off, because with you and just a guitar, it's the perfect combination. You know what I mean?
I love it. I could do a whole show with just the guitar. You know what I mean? And I think that's also too why we really wanted to kind of accentuate that and really kind of put that in the front as well, because you know there's a lot of artists that I look up to as well. They sell out arenas just with their voice and guitar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, you got Ed Sheeran just selling out with just guitars and stuff, like different artists like that are. So I kind of wanted to also say, hey, look, I could be this artist too, and that's naturally who I am at heart. And then I just so happen to be blessed enough to work with like the dopest writer, producer, artist of all time. Yeah. So it's like I got like the best of both worlds. You know?
And Colby, we're in a world where I think the more you have available for people, the better. I mean, we're in the world of TikTok and things of that nature. So I can just see how some people will gravitate to the guitar version and the regular version. And you seem to be someone that's definitely had no problem connecting with social media. Like, you know, it's changed from back then, right?
Yeah.
So, and I see what you do, and with the views and people following you. So you have a whole new fan base, and that's why I think it's so important that we go back to the roots and talk about how old you were when you first got the deal, how it all started, bringing them up to date now.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about social media? Do you have certain time of the day like, okay, I need to tap in and say what's up? How does that work for you?
It's interesting because naturally I'm an introvert.
Okay.
Right? So it's kind of like acclimating to the new world in a sense of like just being more extrovert, which I'm actually getting better at. You know, gotcha. I've always been a very private person and very like, but we're in the new world now where it's like, you could be talented, but you can't be private anymore. You know what I mean? You have to be kind of extrovert. And I'm actually, you know, the more I've been active and posting more, the more I'm actually loving it. I'm getting so much great feedback. And, you know, the shy person in me is like, yo, why are you shy? Like, you don't have to be. Like, you're dope. You know, and I appreciate, you know, the feedback I've been getting, and everybody been showing me love. And you know, I've been posting and been getting great feedback, and it's been amazing, and it's just making me want to post more. And I'm always like, now I'm on some like, yo, we got to shoot some more content. Let's go.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like, we've been shooting a whole ton of content now, and I'm like, I'm excited to post now just because I'm like really proud of the work that we've put together and the art that we've done. And like, I'm just so proud of it, and I just want to share it. And I'm like, yo, okay, let's go. Let's share it. Let's do more content, and constantly shooting, and just kind of just want to share it as much as possible. You know? You're
kind of your own label. You have these platforms, these several platforms to do just that. Yeah. So once you come to the place where you're embracing it, it's a wrap. Because I come from a place where, look, I'm a radio guy. I don't want to always feel like I'm in someone's face, like hey, here I am. But people had to understand and say, look, don't worry about that. Don't try to be somebody else. Just be you. Yeah. That's the secret to being on.
That's it.
Yeah, because people, they will fall in love with you as you, but they can read you if you're trying to be something else.
Dude, it's like, in any scenario in life, right? If you're faking it, people can tell. Yeah. In anything, right? Like, you know.
So now they can comment about it all day.
And now they can comment. You could disable the comments if you want. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But you don't want to do that. You want to have, activity.
You want that feedback.
Honestly, it's like at this point in my life now, even if there's no negative comments, I'm just kind of like, is everything okay? You know, like it's kind of like shades of the rainbow. You know what I mean? Like it's a part of like the culture in a sense. Like there's always going to be
a balance in a weird
there's a balance. Yeah, when it's all positive, you're almost like, this is something's off. Like everybody, like, you know what I mean? I don't. It doesn't bother me at all. I actually laugh most of the time if there's negative stuff. I find it funny. But yeah, I think it's like just the balance and just being authentic is so important. Like for longevity too, right? Like if you're faking it, like to fake something forever is going to be very hard.
Very hard.
You know what I mean?
And it's going to take a lot of wear and tear on yourself,
on your mental health and everything. Versus like just being yourself, like, and not overthinking things and just, you know, I think that's a better formula to like just being around for a long time. I mean, if that's the goal.
Yeah,
you know?
And the goal is, and you've already succeeded that, and now you got more things to come. So now you work with Akon, one of the best. Lady Gaga, many other artists. Is there a bucket list or a wish list for Colby? Like, you know what, I would love to write for so-and-so or do a song with someone.
I do have a list of a few people that I think are super dope. Let's see. Dead or alive.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, like, I'll stay with alive for now. But dead, obviously, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Top tier. And I have a story about that I can tell you in a few minutes.
All right.
As far as artists right now, there's a few artists right now that I actually... Hold on. I got a list in my phone.
We got time.
Hold on. I want to do this right.
Because I'm intrigued now by this list.
Yeah. I got a few artists. I've written it down just because I'm like, there's so many talented artists out there right now.
Yeah.
I was ready for it.
Okay.
All right.
And we're gonna do it with the dead or alive list first, or is this both?
I'll do the live list.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously the first one is Akon, and so I've been blessed enough to work with him, so that's the top of the list. So I got that, and that was actually on my list before I reconnected with him. So it was like I manifested working with him again, and it happened. So obviously another feature that a person I'd love to work with again is Lady Gaga. Okay, you know, because we had so much success with Just Dance, so that'd be another dream to work with. There's another artist out right now; he's killing it. One of my bros, Leon Thomas.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
he's
man.
dope.
Yeah,
he's so dope.
He's a writer too, as well, right?
Yeah, dude. We used to write back in the day. Like he used to come to the studio. We would vibe out, and I mean, I've always thought he was so talented, and now he's freaking killing it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean,
Congratulations to him, man.
Yeah, congrats. Yeah, killing it, bro. There's another artist. His name's Sequence Clark. He's super dope. He's a R&B, just super killer. And I think that's part of my list right now. I can't find I had a more intricate list, but I can't find it. But those are a few artists that are dope. And then dead Michael Jackson, of course. Yeah. That would be top of the list.
So what's the Michael Jackson story you have?
Oh yeah. So this is a story.
I'm not forgetting that one.
Yeah. So this is a story I have to share. I always will share. Because I mean, it's a story about Michael Jackson. Okay. So I was working with Akon when we first started working together, and I think this is probably, I don't even remember the year, but we were on the studio bus. We were on a tour. It was we were touring with Rihanna, actually. So it was me, Akon, and Rihanna on a tour. It was amazing. Akon gets a call on his phone, and he picks up, and it's his attorney, and he's like, "We have Michael Jackson on the other line. Are you available to talk to him right now?" And Akon's like, "Yeah, of course." Yeah. So Akon puts it on speakerphone. We're all in the bus. This is that day. I'm telling you, this is the most amazing story of all time. So we're in the studio bus, and Akon, picks up his phone and has it on speakerphone, and then Michael Jackson clicks over. He's like, "Akon?" And everybody on the bus is like, we're all like deers in headlights. We're all frozen. We're like, wait, is this really happening right now? Like Akon and Michael Jackson are talking on speakerphone. And he's like, "Akon, I just want to tell you I really love what you're doing. I'm such a big fan. Like, you're so great." Like, to just tell Akon how, like, he just loves him, Wow. He's like, "I really want to get in the studio with you, and I'd love to make some songs, and whenever you have some time, I'd love to get in with you." And Akon's like, "Hell yeah, yeah." You know what I mean? Obviously, it's Michael Jackson. Yeah. So Akon's even, everybody's like, "Whoa, this is crazy." And they talked for like 30 minutes on speakerphone, and everybody in the bus was just like,
wasn't saying a word, just
dude. I mean, this is Michael Jackson on speakerphone, and we were like, and Akon's just casually having a conversation with Michael Jackson.
That's crazy.
And then they ended the conversation, and they were like, he was like, "All right, Michael, yeah, we're gonna set it up, we're gonna make it happen." He's like, "So let's be in touch. Yeah, we're gonna make it happen." And then he hangs up, and then me and him go back into the studio, and then we made What You Got.
Wow.
And I'm like. And now looking back, in the moment, it was just also like surreal. And I'm looking back, I'm like, dang, I'm working with a guy that Michael Jackson's trying to get in with.
Reach out to. He's looking for him.
Like, yo, Michael Jackson's trying to get in with this guy, and then I'm going into the studio with him that moment. You know what I mean? And then and those are stories that I just like always cherish, man, because I'm like, wow, dude, like I've really been blessed to work with the greatest, you know.
Yeah, and I just feel like moments like that let you know, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
like this is where I'm supposed.
I mean, you got Michael Jackson trying to get in with him, and then he's like, all right, come on, let's go work. I'm like, what? You know what I mean?
Yo, just today on my show, I had a clip of Warren G talking about the first time he met. Now Warren G, hip hop head, you know, from the hood,
for sure.
He said just meeting Michael Jackson gave him anxiety because Michael said, "I love your song."
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah, dude, I was getting anxiety just listening to them talk on speakerphone.
Oh
I was
God.
like, I was pacing the bus. I was like, because we were on the bus, I was like, I didn't know, like, wait, is this really happening? I'm like, I'm listening to Michael Jackson on speaker right now.
That is
this
an awesome
crazy
story, man.
Yeah.
You can never get enough of sharing that story.
Oh, dude, I'll share that for the rest of my life. That's the most incredible story for me because it's like, you know, when I look back, I'm like, wow, dude, like.
You were part of history. Then you went in the studio that same day and made history.
Yeah, and made a song that just changed my life.
Come on, there you go.
You know, so it's just like, I'll never forget that. It's amazing.
Before you roll out, speaking of your life, is there something you would have done different, or even through all the ups and downs you had to experience over your career, you'd have kept it just the way it was? Or if there's something you may have done different, Colby?
You know, that's a very heavy question because there's so many different answers to that. Because there's always that part, the instinctual part where you're like, you know, you look at things that could have done differently, and if I did this, if I did that.
Right.
But then also too, there's also a part of me that always says, yeah, but if the things would have gone the way you think they should have gone, something horrible could have happened.
Yeah.
And the whole reason why something didn't happen the way you thought it was supposed to happen is because the universe is protecting you. So
Colby getting deep, but you're right though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I obviously I have a lot of things in my past that I would have. I could have done this different. I should have done this, and you know, then there's always that little voice in my head that said, yeah, but the universe made it not happen for a reason. Something didn't go this way and that way because you're being protected. For all you know, you might have gone onto a plane that was going to crash. Yeah. To a show in Europe or something that you don't even understand. It's bigger than you to understand, and the whole reason why something didn't go the way you wanted it to or you thought it should have is because you're being protected. Yeah. And when I think of it like that, it gives me peace. And so I don't think there's anything that I would have changed because I feel like everything that's happened that has gotten me to this point in my life to where I'm at currently.
Yeah. And then as that becomes part of your journey, you may write a song that's connected to it. You know what I'm saying? You may do something different that's connected to it. So you're right. As much as we may have done or wish things were a little different, everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason, man. And I know that's such a cliche statement, but there's a reason why it's cliche because it's so real, and it's like, you know, and you just got to trust in the process, and you know, you don't know what tomorrow holds, you know what I mean, and you don't know if, you know, what direction you're supposed to go, and you just kind of have to follow the flow of the universe and trust that it has your back. And you know, in my mind, you know, I woke up today and I'm still here, so I'm like, okay, so I'm still here for a reason, you know, and I'm still here because the universe is allowing me to still be here. So there's something that I still haven't accomplished yet. There's something that I still haven't done.
And we need you to be here so you can continue to give us great music.
Oh, we got that. We got a ton of that.
He said, that's easy.
Oh, we got that
right there.
We got a ton of that.
Well, let's go ahead and introduce a new song, man, so we can play it here on 935K there for our people, bro.
Yes, this is my new song. It's featuring my brother Akon. It's called Locked Up With You. First of many to come, baby. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be here, and let's go.
There it is.